Greetings all, Vanna here for Gemini's weekly message. Geminis, if you guys want a personal reading or access to my crystal jewelry, you can visit my website right here. The first card that came out for you is the Eight of Cups in reverse. While everyone might be saying you're crazy or blaming at you for causing a lot of hurt, when you walk away from a situation for your greatest and highest good, there is no need to feel remorse, guilt, or shame. Despite what someone else might try to make you feel for walking away, separating or isolating your energy from a situation, you are doing that for your greatest and highest good, and no one has a right to say anything against that because it's not prevalent to them. You have the Star and the Chariot coming out for you, my love. So there isn't just divine inspiration, but divine guidance coming out here. Because you have the star, the moon, and a sun shining sky. So you have so much working with you right now. And it's all because you decided you deserved something. It's all because you decided you were worth something. And it's truly incredible what spirit can do, what the universe can do when they have permission to make your life as incredible as it can be. Now, of course, that takes time, changes, and movement forward with the Six of Swords. But it is on to calmer and more peaceful seas. Ones where you can foster a beautiful life. Something that it will take work, but it's work that you're worth doing. It's work that you're willing to do. Oh, and then we have the Six of Cups below. Yeah, you're going to move towards something where it's a lot more peaceful than the situation that you started out with. It's a lot more welcoming than the way you had to be for such a long time. Four of Swords. We're putting that to rest. We're putting that to bed because that person is no longer. You do not have to be the soldier, the poet, or the king for anyone but yourself. You are safe, my love, my dear. You are safe. The Eel and Iris. Thank you, Spirit. You have the Dragonfly and Pansy. They're trying to bring in balance. They're trying to bring in security, harmony, something that is less explosive with everything that is either pulled from you, demanded from you, drained from you. Like, you might not even notice these things are draining from you until you realize it's too late. That is one point of the Star card, is the constant flow of energy. Balancing what is poured onto the land to nourish the earth and what goes back to the sacred wells. There is something that Spirit wants to give you, and I'm being very pulled to this particular imagery of how they're mirroring each other. Your destination, your journey, it may seem very strange to everyone, but your peace, it's your own road. And while it may be along the same road as others, you're not going to the same place. I don't want you to fight or constrain how you think this should play out because you're like, oh, well, my best friend isn't with me in this place, or my ear just started ringing. That doesn't happen very often. I definitely feel like you guys might be holding yourself back from healing or growth in general because you're afraid of leaving someone behind. Like, even note the Chariot here. They're not fully ready to go. And this guy looks a little annoyed as to why they're halting, as to why there is some part of the shadow that is weighing them down. And it might be some sense of obligation to ensure that everyone is around you is safe. If you were always a caretaker, if you were always the one that had to protect people, especially with Modest Fortitude under the deck here, you're like, no, I can't move forward until I make sure that my little sister is taken care of and fed, or I have to make sure that my mom's lunch is made because she has to get up really, really early. And there is so much that was taken on out of a sense of obligation. that has thrown so much into balance, that has thrown so much into disharmony. You have the Falcon. Act on the opportunity that's before you and commit to it without equivocation. Being paired with the Wolverine, you are a lot tougher than you think. Look at how powerful these two creatures are. A master hunter and a very different hunter themselves, but still a very powerful creature with the Wolverine. You are a lot stronger than you give yourself credit for, than even your family or the people around you may give you credit for. You have the Cheetah. Get clear on your intentions and stay focused and move quickly to achieve your goal. Things are moving quickly, especially when you make that decision of what it is you want and what it is you desire. Spirit works so much in your life to bring this balance, to bring you to safety. You're too enmeshed in this situation. Take a step back and see the bigger picture before making any decisions or taking action. There is a lot that you have to see, because if you were so close into this situation that you sacrifice yourself, you sacrifice your happiness, your health, because you're like, well, they need this, or they take care of all of this, I can take care of this. You are too close to the situation to see how much it is draining you, to see how much it is truly not for your greatest and highest good. Though your beautiful, kind soul may feel it is the right thing to do, self-sacrifice does no one any good, because that just means somewhere down the line someone has to be the kind soul for you and to tell you and remind you that, hey, you're worth taking a break. You're worth asking for help. And that may be one of your roles. And I'm not to say that like you can only have one kind of role, because I know myself as a healer and as a light worker need help, need to be healed, and need to be guided sometimes. There are two sides to every coin. There are two parts to every story. There is something about the shadow and a sense of obligation right now that is keeping you stuck and stagnant in a situation that is overwhelming and draining for you. And Spirit is trying to show you the signs to guide yourself out without, like, because we don't have towers, we don't have deaths, we don't have to have big explosive endings if we simply express where we are feeling overwhelmed in this world. Have a beautiful day, Gemini.